Oh.
Oh.
Your chicken hatched from the egg you were... Whoops. His chicken hatched.
My chicken hatched. Hey, Ocarina of Time. We were just coming over here to see what is at the farm before we go to the forest temple.
We're heading to the ranch to see if the horse is still alive.
It's definitely alive.
Congratulations, you now have a chicken just in your pocket.
Yeah, that's fine. It's normal.
I just take it out and I squeeze it every morning to have some breakfast eggs, you know what I mean? And I put it back. I'm like, whatever, good job, chicken. Scritch, scritch. And the chicken's like, I don't like being scritched. I'm a dinosaur.
That's how you get eggs out of things, right? You just squeeze them.
Well, they're in there. If you squeeze it, you gotta be careful. You might break them. And it's like, oh, that's no good.
Can I go up there? Again.
You're an adult. You can go wherever you want now. No one can stop you. What's a curfew, you're saying? I'll say up past 11 if I feel like it.
Yeah.
I already was breaking the rules staying up past 10.
Living on the edge.
You walked up here and broke this person's pots and then left.
Yeah. Nobody's the boss of me. I'm an adult.
You took those pots and you threw them on the ground.
This room doesn't appear to do anything other than have some pots in it.
Is that a dated reference? People still reference Lonely Island?
Yeah, all the time, definitely.
Some of her songs are gosh darn good, kid. Just ass songs. I still listen to a few of them sometimes. Am I the only one? Am I the only one to listen to Lonely Island? I'll take the silence as a yes from the people that I can't hear watching the video, and those of you I didn't give a chance to respond watching it right now.
Cows. The cows certainly still seem to exist. Hello, you. What was your voice?
Is this even the same person? Who knows? This could be a completely new stranger.
Oh, look at how pointy my nose is.
Look at my schnoz. Are you impressed?
Oh, a visitor. It's been I don't know what voice I did.
I don't remember. I think you just gave her... I told you to do a southern accent. You couldn't, so you just gave her a regular voice, I think.
Oh, a visitor. It's been a long time since we've had a visitor here. Where did you come from? Since Ganondorf came, people in the castle town have gone. Places have been ruined, and monsters are wandering everywhere. Yeah, I saw all the zombies in there. It wasn't great.
The transparency of your hair over your nose bridge makes it look like Jell-O.
I must have it.
Scat, he says, cutting it all off with a slice.
And putting it in a bottle. This'll heal me later.
I assume. I haven't tasted it yet. And she's just bald, like, great. I'm glad you got to have that.
Wow, that was a really good cut. How did you do that?
You remind me of a boy I met once.
Mr. Ingo is just using the ranch to gain Ganondorf's favor. Does Ganondorf care about this ranch, apparently?
No, it's the only ranch around, so I guess it's the only source of horses, am I right?
I guess. This is the only place Ganondorf can get milk for his Wheaties every morning.
Yeah, and also for his nightcap every night, you know what I'm saying?
Everyone seems to be turning evil. I don't know if that guy was already evil, I think.
Which one? The mustachio-twirling villain that we met before?
Yeah.
I don't know. He might have been a good guy. Who knows?
But Dad, he was kicked out of the ranch by Mr. Ingo. If I disobey Mr. Ingo, he will treat the horses so badly. How did he get to be in charge?
Ganondorf said you're in charge now.
Ganondorf showed up to the ranch specifically to put this random other guy in charge.
I don't think you get it, Thyme. Ganondorf's like the guy now. He's in charge of everything. He's conquered everything. Like, it's... the world is screwed. Do you not get it? There was 7 years of just him destroying things.
Yeah, but, like, why does he specifically care to put this guy in charge of this ranch?
Because he was a sycophant that would do whatever he said.
I guess.
You want people who do what you want in places that you get things from. Like your horses and hard milk.
Hard milk.
Yum yum.
So there's nothing I can do. Wow, that's sad.
George, he might have just done it for fun just one afternoon, just because, fuck it, why not? I control everything now.
I'm evil, and I haven't kicked any puppies lately, so I gotta go do something else.
This guy looks sufficiently evil. You can run this ranch now.
Well, the whole place isn't on fire or in ruins, so I guess it's doing not completely terribly, huh?
Thyme, look at the gate you just passed. He took the time to change it to his face.
He did!
He's so evil.
He had to commission those specifically from, like, the Gorons or something.
He had to hunt down the remaining blacksmiths in Hyrule to make that for him.
Hello, sir.
That gate wasn't there originally. So he replaced these ones too. Bear says those gates weren't even there originally, so he invented these gates.
They weren't even there.
They weren't even there.
There are some people in Kakariko spreading rumors that I cheated Talon out of the ranch, but don't be ridiculous. That guy Talon was weak. I, the hard-working Ingo, poured so much energy into this place. I don't want any strangers like you saying anything bad about me. Listen, the great Ganondorf recognized my obvious talents and gave the ranch to me. I will raise a fine horse and win recognition from the great Ganondorf. Say, young man, do you want to ride one of my fine horses? That'll be 500,000 rubies. Only 10 rubies, really?
It will cost you 5 million snips.
I'm gonna have to cut so much grass to get that.
Well, there's some over there. Go ahead. Coincidentally, you can pay me in the snips that is the weeds in my garden.
Do you want to hear how to ride? Yeah, sure.
No, I already know. You say, like, just punching him in the mouth. He just bends backward at a 90-degree angle and just breaks. Ugh.
Just knocks him over. Approach the horse quietly and stand by its side. Press A to mount up. Use the to make it run. Once it starts running, press A to tap it with the whip. It will speed up.
I'm surprised that his advice is like, come up to it quietly and just like be nice to it right now.
Yeah.
I imagine like him being evil would be like, just fucking jump on it. And then when it fails to buck you off, just start riding it.
When you want to jump over a fence, accelerate and hit it head on. If you try to jump over a fence at an angle, the horse won't like it and it won't jump. After the horse comes to a complete stop, press A to dismount. Now have fun. Thank you so much. Heh. Hello, horse. Horse?
It doesn't have a saddle, kid.
Not that one. No!
No, it doesn't know you. It doesn't like you because you're different.
No, I caught him. It's fine.
No, you're different.
Let me see. What?
You're a scary stranger, Thyme.
I did get this song.
It looks at you, and because it doesn't recognize you, it just hears the word glue repeating in its head.
Glue, 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 glue.
Thyme, pump the bass on this.
Horse. Horse. Hello.
Oh, you're not glue. You're a person.
You're cool. Can I get on the horse, please? Thank you. Whee! Jump the fence!
Go gloat to the boy. That's too tall. That's too tall. Go gloat that you get to ride this horse, kid. Wee.
Whee! Okay, I see.
Oh, you're about to explode. Careful.
Ah! Hey, time's up, young man. You only paid 10 rupees. You played around long enough. Okay.
10 rupees a minute, kiddo.
Okay, so how do I get the horse out of there?
I literally told you.
Wait, did you?
Go gloat to him that you can ride Epona.
Oh. Pay me 10. I must have not heard it because the...
I don't remember how you're supposed to figure that out. Does somebody tell you, like, hey, you should get on the boat, and they go yell it and be like, hey, look what I can do, dweeb?
You'd think the girl would have said that, but she didn't mention anything about it.
Well, she's in the barn. She doesn't get let out except for supper time, also known as she goes to the other barn and just squeezes a chicken, you know what I mean?
they put her feet in a trough. And
No.
pay me 10 rupees, don't ride. All right, then scram, you little punk. How do I gloat to him about? Do I have to like jump all of the jumps for it? Maybe. I will try that. I guess. No. Hey, guy. If I can stop moving. You're getting better. How about a little race with me? One lap around the corral with that horse. Let's make a little wager. Say 50 rupees? Yeah. Let's make a little wager. Say 50 rupees? Hey, rude.
You're doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm not doing it very well.
Good, no, eat more carrots, you say, shoving it down the throat of Epona. Go faster!
I'm winning. I'm doing it.
Oh my god! Good job, Thyme. You did it on your first try. Wow. We're gonna bust out that SH word. Shoot dang.
Shoot dang. If the great Ganondorf found out about this humiliation, hey, you, how about another race? If you win, you can keep the horse. Okay. Why would Ganondorf care about you losing a horse race?
Oh, well, he wants to give this horse to Ganondorf.
Oh, I see.
And also, this guy's just an idiot. He could just not race you, but... Yeah, I remember the second race being really frustrating because he gets all up in your face with his horse's ass.
Stop it!
Very fair. And very cool.
Well, he's a bad guy, so...
Whoa! Look at the smug mother hacker. He's so pleased with it. Look at his little dance. He's so pleased with himself.
Wahaha, you're just a kid after all. We'll come back anytime. We'll have more fun. And there goes my money. I don't have any money, so, I guess I gotta come back for the horse some other time.
I'll be right back. I gotta go turn some tricks. says the hot.
The hot. Well, I guess I'm walking to the forest temple.
Why don't you just, those pots respawn, just break them.
Oh yeah, I guess I can do that for a little bit. Yeah. I'll get there eventually, it's fine. I guess that's why this room is here.
I guess. Thyme, I don't even think you're ready for your first big boy dungeon.
I probably am not.
Well, oh, I thought you couldn't reach that. I forgot how tall you are now, so that's fine.
It's gonna be a few trips here. Whoop. Don't do that. Man, who keeps putting these back right after I take them?
You've already plundered these. You have to leave the building before they go ahead and try to hide them again.
Oh, I see.
You think it'd be that easy, kid? You think it'd be that easy? You think that Lara Tomb Raider Croft just re-enters a room and starts raiding again? Yeah, find a new ass tomb to raid, kiddo.
Why even respawn the pots then?
Well, they look nice.
I am not gonna restart the timer until like after I get the horse because I might have to do this again if I lose.
Yeah, we might be here for 3 hours, yes. Imagine losing this race for 3 hours straight. I think that there's rubber banding with him, so
Is there?
I think there might be a little bit of rubber banding if I remember correctly. So if you just save your carrots for like the last leg of the race, you can like blast past him. I might be wrong, but I vaguely remember doing that.
Are you mad because you lost? If you're that upset, how about another race? Bet 50 rupees and race again? Yeah, sure.
50 rupees against me getting executed by Ganondorf for losing his prized horse. Dan, dan, dan. I could be wrong.
Yeah, he goes a little faster than me.
It looks like I'm wrong. I like to remind get your horse's ass out of my face.
Yeah, I've been trying because he goes wide around the corners, and I was trying to like sneak past while he was.
You're done. You know you gotta do 50 more rupees, kiddo.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. Sigh.
What a jerk. Tippy tap, tiddly tee, tiddly tee. Whoops. Yeah, what would be the fallout if you just like cut his throat real quick?
What's Ganon gonna do? Be more evil at me?
You're here for like an entire afternoon giving him the same 50 rupees over and over again that he doesn't realize you're stealing from his bedroom. And then eventually get frustrated, just cut his throat walking to the barn and said he's dead and just leave.
It's like, oh no, the hero of time who I was already gonna kill.
Malon's like, oh my god, you are the hot.
No, here we go again.
Every time he wins a race, he spreads his legs a little further.
I come out here, he's just doing a splits.
Man, I've been kicking your ass, he says.
Okay, here we go.
Everybody shut up so that he can focus.
I'm doing it. It's fine. I win. This game is so easy.
I'm in the past, everybody. My computer just hissed for a second. Now everything's like a few seconds before. Hold on. I need to restart Discord.
I beat that guy so bad it broke Kabyl's computer.
This is going really well.
It's fine. I got him. Unless I have to do both races, I guess, but...
You do.
Oh, you do? Okay. Ooh.
That means you lost the regular race last time, Thyme. Oh, no.
Why would they make you have to do both races every time? That's really annoying.
Yeah. No, don't lose time.
Just gonna stay ahead of him. I'm just gonna stay ahead of him. It's fine.
No, turn around with a gun and shoot him.
Yeah. There, I got it.
Whoa, says Link.
Wow. What's up with that horse? Is that Epona?
How do you not know this? You run this ranch.
It's one of like 4 horses that are here.
You have literally 4 horses and you don't know which one I'm riding. It's the only red one here.
Yeah. How did you tame that wild horse right under my nose? I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I bet it on the race and lost. Shoot!
Like an absolute... How come you only shave... You shave everything except your neck. What's that about?
No, it's fine. The ruff covers it. Nobody can see it. It's fine.
I can clearly see it right now. It's above the ruff. That's how I saw it.
That's actually not neck hair. He just doesn't take baths.
I know. It's clearly on his neck, though.
As I promised, I'll give you the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch.
You live here now. Now go graze.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wee. Stop slapping your horse, that's mean.
That's what he taught me to do, though. I don't know any other way.
What you do is you slap it, and that causes it to rear its head back to neigh, and then you shove a carrot down its throat, and it goes faster. Here comes Dork.
Ah,
Later.
and I land on him.
Idiot. And then you jump like 20 feet in the air. Cleared it.
Okay, bye.
Wee.
I did it. I got the horse. Pat, pat, pat.
Stop slapping me.
This belongs to me now.
There, now you have Epona forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is going to cut down travel time a little bit.
Yeah. Which way was the forest?
Left.
It's this one over here.
You said a horse, but I'm assuming you mean Kokiri Forest. It's to the left this way, yeah.
I thought I said forest.
You said horse.
It's fine.
I think, unless I was wrong, in which case, wow, blue moon, am I right, guys?
Wee.
Oh, that's scary, says Epona.
Can I? There we go.
It's annoying. If you run into something, sometimes they'll just back up. And it's like, can I have control back, please? Yeah, I get it. You almost ran into a, can I please? Hello?
No, not allowed. I have to back up 40 feet. Ah!
Whoa, that wasn't here last time, I think. I do remember planting something there many years ago.
That wasn't here.
Oh, enjoy having a master sword, which is way stronger than your little dainty butter knife from before.
Well, they appear to have murdered all of the Kokiri kids, so that's good.
No, he didn't, kid.
Ow.
Just go inside.
I'm really good at
It just slowly lowered its head down on top of you and you got hurt. Just go inside, kid.
He never closed.
You've been robbed.
He never closed these.
Well, those were like passed down by generations of Kokiri children. You know how long those have been in my family that they've been passed down by Kokiri?
Well, they went into my pocket, so that's fine. Why is that fairy following you around? You're not one of us.
And they point to go, "Whoa," like the body snatchers.
I see. You didn't have any problems entering the forest, mister. Did the meanies out there bother you much? Before the great Deku Tree died, you wouldn't see things like that around here.
Oh my god, I could give each one of you a wedgie now that I'm the big kid.
It's all that Lunk's fault. He went in there and then the Deku Tree died, so he killed him.
And then you pinch his ear and he's like, oh, jeez, oh.
I get to make the rules. I'm
your king now, says Link, drunk on power.
Since it's dangerous outside, I always stay inside my house, but I'm bored to death in here.
He just posts up where Mido is and doesn't let anybody go. He's like, no, now I get to control who gets to come and go.
In the same pose.
His I had too much turkey at dinner pose.
Yeah. Since the great Deku Tree withered, more meanies have been appearing in the forest. I'm scared.
Shove him into that central pit thing. That didn't help me understand what it is. I guess it's fire?
I think it's a fire pit, yeah. Where's Saria? Do you know Saria, mister? That's weird. Where is Mido gone during such an emergency? He's probably dead. It's okay.
He's probably guarding an entrance to something.
You know, like he always did.
As is his skill set. That's what he dumped all his points into, you know.
Guarding entrances. And only entrances.
An evil wind is blowing from the direction of this forest temple. It's really extra stinky. Saria left saying I have to do something about it. We gotta do something about this, she said.
We gotta do something about this. She said getting her gun.
Racking a shotgun. The forest temple is located in the sacred forest meadow in the far side of the Lost Woods.
You guys don't... Well, that's not what I wanted. You guys don't mind if I do this, right? No?
Well, I guess we'll stop now.
They didn't object, so it's okay.
There's like 6 of these kids that look exactly the same. There's 2 in that house, 3 in this house. How many of you are there?
How is my house doing? Ow, jerk. Jerk!
They turned it into a sick-ass nightclub while you were gone. Just walk in, it's like boots and socks, boots and socks, boots and socks. It's got like lights and a dance floor, kiddo. It's like, finally he left. This was the prime real estate for a nightclub.
He's the only one in the village with a view?
Look how big you are, kiddo.
Yeah. This was my bed, I think.
You don't even fit on that anymore.
Lunk's record, spider squished 12. Largest fish caught 0 pounds. Marathon time 0. Horse rack time 0. Horseback archery 0 points.
I forgot that he has a leaderboard in his house.
Who are you even comparing yourself to, Lunk?
It didn't say that it was comparing, it just said it was his record. It's his PB, you know what I'm saying? It's PB.
His PB.
It's his PB.
No hearts. Need those. Hello.
You look just like someone I used to stalk back when I was 7 years ago or so.
Have you been traveling around much, mister? Have you ever met a boy named Lunk? Mido said that the Great Deku Tree withered because that boy did something wrong to it. Only sorry it defended Lunk until she left. Maybe we misunderstood.
Careful to stay here too long. She might collect your blue eyes. Watch out.
Oh no, oh no.
Look at her. She's like laser focused. It's like, you can't escape me in my house.
Stand back, I have a shield.
And like a laser shoots from my eyes with the shield.
I deflect it. Right into her, yeah.
Into the wall, and it just lights on fire and burns down Kokiri village. That's how this whole village died, everybody. Thanks, that's our playthrough of Legend of Zelda. Kokiri died, everybody.
Not what I meant to do.
You never even came in here as a kid.
Did I not?
Nope. Nope. You never went in her house either. You just skipped these ones.
Oh, I guess I didn't notice them or something.
The Kokiri start as individual children, but then we eventually default into 3 individual models. We just morph into this eventually.
We all just gradually become more samey.
None of us have figured out why Surreal has that green hair, though. That's really weird. She's like a unique model. What's that about?
Yeah, that's very strange. Haven't I seen you somewhere before, mister? No.
That's your response to seeing the first adult in Kokiri Forest in like ever?
In like 1,000 years.
We're supposed to not survive in here.
Sarah went to the temple and hasn't come back. Well.
Maybe you should go check out the forest temple, says the video game.
What? No. I need to check out the shop and make sure the Great Deku Tree is okay. Hi, mister. You can't use a Deku Shield. It's only for kids. Why can I not use one?
I could use it as like a discus. I could throw things.
I could use it as a bowl, maybe in an emergency.
I could also use it to start a fire. Your tiny child brain doesn't understand the many uses this piece of wood has.
You can buy arrows at the shop only if you have a bow. Have you got one, mister? Hey, why do you have a unique model?
Why don't you just sell me the arrows and I'll throw them at whatever the hell I want? I give you money, you give me the arrows. What's the problem here?
Why did you make the counter in here so short if you're all child-sized forever?
I inherited it from my great-grandpappy.
You're what? You have those?
About 20,000 years ago, yes.
20,000 years ago.
I don't know. I don't know the time frame for Zelda. I don't think Zelda knows the time frame for Zelda at this point.
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah. Wow. It's just kind of bapping you a little bit. What you can't even eat me. What is your purpose in life? Stop.
I'm doing it.
Time. You're fighting a plant.
Can I climb up the thing, please? Video game. Video game, come on.
I'd like to take this moment to reiterate that Thyme has never played Ocarina of Time before, so this is all fresh and new for him.
Whoop, that's not what I wanted. It's fine.
Just fucking kill it. What?
Trying.
You have the Master Sword. Oh my god.
There we go.
These are much bigger than the ones you saw as a kid.
Are they?
This one's like, well, remember the kid ones were about your size as a kid.
Were they?
And these ones are now your size as an adult.
Yeah, I guess.
Look how big they are.
Is there literally any reason to come over here?
You can come spit on them again if you want.
Batui. That's what I think of you, Great Deku Tree.
You can look at the crease. You can look at the crease of what is a door that no longer opens.
Yeah, the seam on there. They put a lot of enemies in here for nothing happening.
That's to show the rot and the corruption of the land. Time. What used to be a tranquil guardian of the forest is now surrounded by these stupid plants that he, for some reason, have named after himself.
Ow, I didn't even...
These things respawned immediately. What the hell?
Like, have an area transition. What the heck?
Maybe right when you enter the Deku Trees area, that's considered a transition?
I guess.
Otherwise, these things respawn, which is weird. I'm pretty sure nothing respawns while you're in the zone. Man, this is so shallow to me as an adult. I can just walk through this water. I used to have to swim.
It's really easy. Okay, now we go up. We're gonna make progress. We're going to the temple. It's fine.
Now we focus on making number go up. Yes.
How do I get to that? Off we go.
Don't get lost in the Lost Woods, kid. Link walks in, found it, and then just changes to Found Woods. It's right here, everybody. It's right here.
Who are you? Hello?
This world is imperfect.
Sir? No response. He's sleeping. Quote unquote sleeping.
Navi, fetch me a stick. We gotta poke this to make sure.
Wait, I have some of those in my pocket. Oh, I can't use them though.
No, you don't. That's a baby toy. What are you talking about?
Your adult hands aren't allowed to hold sticks anymore.
If you try to grip it, it will splinter, and that will be ouchies for your palm. Not allowed for a big adult hero of hot, you know what I'm saying? Hero of hot is like saying ATM machine.
I don't think this is the right way.
What are you talking about? You can maybe hop, skip, and jump across those platforms, maybe.
Can I?
You might have been able to get... Yeah, I don't think you came this way last time you were an adult.
No, I went down there, but when I was a kid, I came through there, but...
Well, maybe Thyme perhaps will think about this area in the future. And by the future, I mean the distant future. Don't worry about it. Remember the pattern? Because it seems the music's not helping you this time, kid.
Yeah. I did it. It's fine. This is not the right one, actually, I think.
It is, because if it wasn't, you would have been reset at the start, leaving.
No, isn't this the way to the...
Yes, but it is still the correct direction to go. It's just where do you go from here that doesn't reset you.
Oh, I see. Hello, you're here.
You're doing it, Thyme. Look at you. You're remembering. Good job.
Yep, there he is, guarding a door.
This is my job. It's what I do. How do you know that, he says?
Why can't I just, like, I'm an adult. Why can't I just shove you over and walk past?
I dumped all of my stat points into barrier, dweeb. Everything. I've been here for like 100 years. How old is Mido canonically? Fair, do you know? Has he been around for like a long ass time? They don't age, so he could be like 1,000 years old and he just dumped all his skill points into barrier.
Every time he levels up, just barrier.
Why do you think I'm the one that was guarding the Deku tree? I really f***ed up letting that kid in there, though.
Well, we're gonna have to figure out how to get past this small child next time.
Next time we bully this little kid.